Hi, I'm Mike Rankin, Editor-in-Chief of InDesign Secrets, and in this video, I'll show you how to make an equilateral triangle in InDesign. Now, creating triangles in InDesign is easy, and in fact, there are several ways to do it. But if you need to make an equilateral triangle, where the lengths of all three sides are the same, then only a couple methods will work. To illustrate, I have 4 equal columns here in my document, and in the first column is a square with 4 equal sides. In the second column is an equilateral triangle, and you can see that the base here is the same width as the square, but the height is noticeably less. That's just the way equilateral triangles are, and that's why you can't convert a square into an equilateral triangle. If I try it by selecting the square and choosing Object, Convert Shape, Triangle, you can see that it fits in the same bounding box as the square, which makes these two sides longer than the base. So converting a square doesn't work for making an equilateral triangle. But here's what does. With nothing selected in my document, I'll go to the Tools panel and choose either the Polygon Frame tool or the Polygon tool, and then double-click on the tool to bring up the dialog box, set the number of sides to 3, the star inset to 0, and click OK, and then hold down the Shift key and click and drag on the page, and release when the triangle is the size that I want. Now, if I need to resize an equilateral triangle, I'll take the Selection tool and then just drag a corner while holding Shift to maintain the aspect ratio. Or you can use the width and height or scale controls in the control panel. Just be sure that the button with the chain icon is depressed so proportions will be constrained. Now, there's another way to make an equilateral triangle that you probably won't use very often, but I'll just quickly show it because it's kind of interesting. Here in the last column, I have a hexagon, and I drew this using the Polygon tool with 6 sides, and I held down the Shift key. So that made a regular hexagon, where all sides are of equal length. Notice how it has the same height and width as this equilateral triangle. That means you can convert a regular hexagon like this to an equilateral triangle by selecting it and going to Object, Convert Shape, Triangle. Like I said, you probably won't need to do this very often, but it's kind of cool in a geeky way because it illustrates a little bit about the geometry of polygons and how they work in InDesign. The more common way that you'll want to remember is to just deselect everything, double-click one of the Polygon tools, set the number of sides to 3, and then Shift drag in your document. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and if you want lots more tips like this, be sure to check out InDesignSecrets.com and subscribe to InDesign Magazine.